What's up, everyone? Kevin A. Creedon here. Officially back to YouTube. So, I need to tell you some things about why I wasn't on YouTube, and I think some of you guys have realized. I was at college. I'm still a college student. I haven't graduated yet. This 4-year degree program, it's going to take me 5, maybe a little bit, 5 years, maybe a little bit of change. But it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I really can't complain though, because I know people who are trying to get their degree in 6 years, or trying to finance it all themselves. No parent intervention on their behalf, no parent helping them out. I've gotten a tremendous amount of help through everything, so excuse me. So that was that. Now, unfortunately, due to some circumstances that I will talk about in another vlog, because that deserves its own video, I had to really hit my books hard and really need to come through and just pull some things out, man. So that's why I couldn't really participate in YouTube too much. That's why I kind of just turned off. I stopped watching videos because I had no time. Even catching the bus back and forth, I was using that time to study for classes. So it was just a lot. Feels good to sit here, be home, make a video, get back to doing what I was doing with the trucks, doing cars. You guys, I don't know, it depends on scheduling. You guys might see a card video before you see this video, and I know you saw Derek Morey's unboxing, the box he shipped me out, and I still have yet to get stuff to him. I still got to find stuff. It's just hard. My mom still works, and I can't really go off and get transportation or, just walk to a store. The nearest bus stop is 4 miles, so that'd take forever and a day. I had to plan everything about a day in advance anyway, and I had to call between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. or actually 4:30 p.m. and that's Monday through Friday. So all those summer holidays that fall on a weekday, I'm pretty much toast if I want to schedule anything immediately. Uber and Lyft are expensive. I can do it, but to go spend money, to go and spend more money seems kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. College, it's okay. I met some people, some people who were cool as ever, but you still get the occasional person who gets on your nerves. I got the occasional professor who thought, they were saving the world one student at a time. Hope you guys saw that eye roll. But another thing I really want to address is, even though I only have so many subscribers, I think I'm up to 120, and maybe that's being generous. A lot of you guys stick out. A lot of you guys actually know when there's something up with me. When I haven't been posting a lot. And that's what I like. 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers. I don't really care about the numbers. I just care that people actually watch and like what I do. I didn't start this channel off expecting me to have a little group of friends, which, when you think about it, most of the people who watch me are loyal and watch me all the time. I mean, I got a few people subscribing to me because, okay, sub to my channel because I sub to yours, and it's like, no, I won't. We all know who Mark is from Race Grooves, and he said about, I don't do sub for sub. He runs his channel as a business. That's cool. I run my channel as a hobby. You either like me or you don't. And that's why you watch my videos. You watch my videos because you like what I'm showing. You like how I talk. You like what I say. And I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm using more software. Trying to do different things. Keep it up so you guys are more entertained. Because I know myself watching the same video over and over again. Okay, green light, Hitch and Tow Series 5 just came out, guys. Let's look at these and unbox these. And then it'll be like, for me, 10 to 15 minute video of just, let's look at these cars, let's look at these cars, and no talking. Or even with the truck and talk videos. Okay, it's half an hour long. You guys can watch it. Don't feel obligated to watch. I mean, I do talk to you guys because I know there are people who actually do watch those videos and for some reason like them. Maybe because of what I talk about. And I still will do them, but maybe not have a, real regimented schedule where it's like, okay, I need a video every week. It might be video every 2 weeks, video every 3 weeks, once a month maybe, when I'm feeling inclined to do something. That's what it might be, but again, what I really do like, and what I think you guys really do like, is these vlogs. And I know a lot of you guys like the car videos, and that's what I started out as. I made a video talking about what happened to one of the people that I subscribed to and how they changed. And I talk about how, I can't really fault them for that, but, I missed their videos. And I know you guys probably missed my videos of when I was doing cool things like building a garage diorama. Unfortunately, I don't have the space to do dioramas anymore, and, some of you guys who have been here since day one remember my train layout. Don't have space for that here, but I'll get to it. Now, another thing is, I've noticed there's been a change in my personality. You guys who've stayed with me for a while probably noticed too. I get down a lot more than I used to. I get feeling low a lot more than I used to. And I know a lot of you guys who I watch who are car collectors say, just do it for the cars. You guys mostly make channels for your cars. I started my channel and I always left it as, Kevin C of DE, or as it comes up for me on YouTube, Kevin A. Creedon. I want you guys to know who I am, why I am, a little bit of why I am the way I am, why I do things. As a psychology major, I'm always interested in why an individual person themselves, reacts a certain way to a certain situation. And honestly, I want to try to be a better me. So, of course, it's going to be a bumpy road. There's going to be tolls, there's going to be potholes, there's going to be detours in my life journey, and I know everybody uses that analogy. So it's become so corny and mundane, but sometimes you can only use what you have. The English language or any language, there's always going to be holes in it. But, like I'm saying, you guys have probably noticed I've been down a lot on this channel. And I don't really like making videos where I'm down, but I feel for some of you guys, it is kind of a good thing for you to see that, okay, people with disabilities are not always the smiley, happy few that you see. It's not always the ones that are the main attraction at the fair. And you guys know where I'm going with that. The whole, think about old carnivals or what you saw at the circus. It was even a little subset of that, American Horror Story. I said horror story. But, I try to go through my life, and this semester really got me down. I got feeling all personal and feeling all defensive about myself to the point where I pretty much was just short with my last doctor. My mom was a little proud after the fact. She's like, yeah, you don't need to take anything from doctors. You see a bunch of them all day. You see a bunch of them almost every day. So, but I do want to try to maintain, I want to build more muscle. You guys know, I've did a video about this 2 years ago now. It was on Thanksgiving. It's a vlog, much like this. But I talk about how I've always had body issues. And that's always affected my confidence. So now, what I'm doing is, I do as many crunches as I can in a day. And I'm not, it's not substituting my hobbies or anything. It's just, wake up in the morning, let's do about 20 crunches. Afternoon, maybe 20 more. Push-ups, still hard. I haven't gotten to that stage, but I'm seeing results that I like. So, you probably will see a change in my personal appearance. I may get all muscly. I may just lose a little bit of weight. Maybe not to the point that you guys will even notice, but it's going to be a bit of a fitness journey. Again, there's that word, journey. And we all hate it with a passion. But diet-wise, I'm not changing my diet. I'm still going to eat how I used to. I'm still going to have a beer here or there, maybe a little bit more, some harder things. You know, I love whiskey. Preferably Crown Royal or Fireball. It's one that I like. And I'm not advocating for anybody to go out and drink or, you know, become so addicted with fitness. My motivation for it probably wasn't the best. You know, I'm one of the few people that I run into who hasn't had a real relationship with, you know, hasn't had a girlfriend. Or a real, like a quote-unquote real girlfriend. You know? And I know part of it is probably not what I feel, but it's probably more about how I feel and not reality, but I don't think I present that well. You know? People gotta want to get to know me, or, you know, I kind of have to be forced down your, you know, I need to be forced into your space. Like, there's one guy that I met at college, and he's like, no, I would have talked to you for, you know, even if we didn't have to, like, sit together and all this. Like, you say that, but that's what everyone says. You know? And I know, and that's why I like YouTube. That's why I like the community that you guys have built around me. I can't take all the credit. I just make the videos. You guys watch them. You guys comment. You guys tell other people, hey, there's this kid who's doing this. You know, there's this guy who's doing this. You guys actually had to actively come and find me. You had to sit here and watch. I wasn't forced on you. And a lot of you guys, I know, you probably don't really care what I look like. You just care that, oh, this guy's saying something that I like. Or this guy's driving an animated semi-truck. What? Or, look at this guy's customs. Or, okay, so he's found these cars. They fit his area. Let's see if they hit my area. And you know, I like that. That's what I like. So, but I am, again, going to try and change my appearance because I want a girlfriend. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go and try to pick up as many chicks as I can, but should an opportunity arise, I'm not going to say no. And I've realized from other people that I've spoken to, other people that I've seen, confidence and exercise go hand in hand. The more you exercise, the more confident you get, till it becomes an addiction. Will it become an addiction for me? Not really. I'm not the biggest fan of pain. I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh yeah, I did 500 reps of 400 pounds and my arms hurt. I can't even move them anymore. No, that just sounds stupid. So, and that's really all I wanted to talk about, was mostly just how I feel, you know? Talked about transportation. I'll go into that a little bit more. Not sure if I specifically mentioned it in a previous video, and I know these get a little bit more exposure, but I ride public transportation. I ride a bus service for the handicapped. A lot of where I live is mentally handicapped. People who may not be able to have a conversation, people who are not, you know, who may look like they're older than 20 years old, but may act like they're 10 years old and younger, who may not understand all the ins and outs of life and what's going on every second of life. And for me, that has been really painful, because I'm always thrown in that same boat as, okay, he's 23 years old, he's going to the University of Delaware, he does not drive. Oh, okay, so he works there. Or I'm in a program. The only program I'm in is the straight University of Delaware program where I'm getting a degree. There's other programs where they have people for cognitive disabilities, where they give them job training to specific menial labor jobs. And don't get me wrong, guys. Honestly, I thought about doing menial labor myself. I wanted to be a, you know, there's not a day that goes by where I think about, okay, I could drop out of college and try to go get a janitorial job, or, you know, something like that. Something where I could work with my hands. But obviously my body is not My body's not made for that. I can't do manual labor. I can't work a service job or a job where you're outside in the harsh winter. It is what it is. I gotta use my brain. You know, I gotta get educated. And that's just something that I can't really come to grips with. But whatever. I'll probably feel happier when I have that piece of paper in my hand when it gets mailed to me. The thing that just keeps getting me down is the whole I'm judged because I can't drive. I'm judged by the people at school, the onlookers. I've been at places where the bus stops, I get off, people stand and look at the bus. Half the time I want to say, take a picture, it'll last longer, or if you have questions, please feel free to ask, or just yell, what are you staring at? But lack of confidence keeps me from doing it. Took a class about prisons. I'll talk more about that in another vlog. But one of the things the professor asked is, you know, how would you feel if pretty much every decision was made for you? And I got to thinking about that immediately after, and I'm like, you know what? Almost every decision is made for me. I really have not that much freedom. I mean, I go to school 5 days a week. I had the freedom to pick what major I have, but I still have to go to school 5 days a week. I can't do anything else. My weekends are all determined about, by, can I get transportation? Have I scheduled early enough? I have the freedom to pick my own clothes, but really? I can't travel that far out of this area. I can't just hop in a car and say, oh, I think I'll go to Pennsylvania. Or, oh, Maryland's 10 minutes down the road. Let me just go hop in the car and take a trip down to the local Walmart in Maryland. In a way, I think we all are living in a prison of some sort. We have no absolute freedom. We have more than other countries, don't get me wrong. And I love America. I'm not one of those people who's saying I'm moving to Canada. I've thought about it. Thought about moving over to across the pond, K5 land, England. So that's where my grandmother's from, and I looked into it. If I have a relative who is from that land, I can get a temporary relative visa. I believe that's what it's called. I looked into it about 6-7 months ago. But, again, it is what it is. I'm also forced to live with, not really forced, but because I can't get a job, I can't make money. I gotta live with my mom. And that's difficult too. I love my area. I love where I live. I love how everything's spread out. Only problem is, bus transportation, the public dark bus is 4 miles away. So if I wanted to use a bus, I have to go and live somewhere closer to the city part of my area, which is all up north, which is where I left. And I don't want to go back. No offense to anybody up there, but I don't want to go back. My family and my friends are pretty much the only thing that keeps me going there. And you guys know how I've talked about this too. I vision myself just hopping in the truck with a cooler of my favorite beverage, going and just being alone, being at one with nature for a little bit. But due to circumstances beyond my control, I can't. Everybody's got to be in my business. Everybody's got to know where I'm going, what I'm doing. And in a way, to me, that's kind of like being in a prison. But we all got things, we all got responsibilities and everything. So it's all about how you deal with them. And I know I'm sounding like Dr. Doom, Mr. Pity Party over here. But exercising, building my muscle, is a way to get out of the prison that I know that is my body. It's a way to build up my confidence. It's a way for me to feel better about myself. Before I wouldn't be making these videos. I wasn't as open. And I'm not talking just because I've been exercising for 3 weeks on a daily basis, or closer to 4 weeks on a daily basis. But, I mean, in general, you get older, you start caring less. I mean, for me, it's been like a roller coaster. I've had ups and downs. You know, I've made gains and then I've regressed. When I was in 8th grade, which keeps coming up, I really rebelled without a care. You know, new kid, new school, 1 year till high school. I didn't really care what I said. I wasn't openly hurtful to anybody. I never hurt anybody, really. People tried to get my goat. I pretty much didn't let them. High school, I was quiet. I kept to myself a lot. I found friends freshman year, sophomore year, senior year. Senior year was probably the best. I skipped junior year. Junior year was pretty alright for me. You know, one friend tells me, oh, he's graduating and I'm moving to Georgia. Darn. There goes my best friend. Senior year rolls around, I meet somebody new. You guys know him. He's Mike Paulson. But I just really didn't care. 8th grade. I'm going into high school. There's nothing they're going to do to me that will keep me from going to high school. Oh, you want to suspend me? Okay, fine. Let's do it on a Friday when you have to come in and waste your weekend as well. That's how I felt in 8th grade. Now, I haven't totally lost that rebellious spirit. You know, I talk to teachers I talk to professors pretty much like they're a person, not like I'm scared of them, like they have the almighty full power to ruin my life because of 1 grade. Professors are people too. So, well, I think I kind of ranted and raved for a while. Next vlog will have more of a topic, and it'll just be about my school semester, this past semester, and it's a happier story. It's a bit of a success story. I think you guys will like it. So, thanks for letting me be here with you. Thanks for letting me talk to you for a few minutes. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I'm not going to say the stuff because you already know. You guys have been watching me, or maybe you just found me, but you've probably been watching YouTube since it started, so you know all the little functions that are down here. You know, you guys all know that stuff, so why say it? But alright guys, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.